To find the slope by looking at a graph, you look at 2 points. You count the units from one point to another. You go about this by counting the rise, the space going up or down, then you count the run, the spaces going left to right. After you count them, you write the rise over the run, and there is your slope.
So from earlier, we learned that the slope equals rise over run. So by looking at this graph, the rise is going to be this line right here, and the run is going to be this. So the rise equals 1, 2, while the run equals 1, 2, 3, 4. So by plugging these two numbers into this equation, we get that the slope equals 2 over 4, which can be reduced to 1/2. Here's another example. Alright, so here are our 2 points. So our rise is going to be this line, and our run is going to be this line. So our rise is going to be 1, 2, 3, while our run is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we plug these two numbers into this equation, and our slope comes out to be 3/4.
Let's first look at the eyes. We can tell that this slope is positive by starting at the left end of it and moving to the right. We see that our hand is moving upward and is therefore positive. The same goes with the right eye. Our hand moves down from left to right, so the slope is negative. If we look at his nose, we can see that the run is 0. Since the 0 is underneath the slope, it is undefined. For the mouth, we see that there is no rise, so 0 is on top, making. Here we can see that the rise is the change in the y coordinates and the run is the change in the x coordinates. We mainly use this equation when we have 2 points that are not plotted on a graph. To use the equation, you label the 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2. You then plug in the numbers into the proper spots and solve the equation.
Now we're going to be solving the slope by looking at 2 points. Our points are going to be 0, 3, and 4, 1. We're going to label this x1 and y1, and this one x2, y2. We're going to be using the formula m equals y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So since we already labeled our points, we're going to just plug them into the equation. So y2 equals 1 minus 3 all over x2, which is 4, minus x1, 0. And so this comes out to be negative 2 over 4, which gives us negative 1/2. Another example is that we're going to use the points negative 1, negative 1, and 3, 2. We're going to label them again as x1, y1, x2, y2. I'm going to plug that into our slope formula, which is m equals y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 2 minus y1, which is a negative 1, all over 3 minus negative 1. These become positives, so 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 1 equals 4, and that is our slope.